There was a conversation about on the money laundering, the banking system. You spoke about the importance of I think some of the reforms or the changes which is required for the companies act
Amendment, right? Yes.
amendment, but also on the banking system. For an example, when on the money laundering, if there's an suspicious transaction, whether there's
Correct.
an alert system. And in fact, I'm not sure whether you recall during the crisis, the then government basically said you can deposit any dollars, no questions asked, and they gave a time frame. I think
Time
that has
frame.
happened multiple times, which I think affected also on the terrorist financing and money
Money
laundering
laundering.
guidelines that we have globally signed.
Yes.
Just wanted to shed light because what we see is a repetitive cycle that there's massive corruption, there's bad governance. Again, when we are going for a crisis, again you forget everything, and then you say like, no questions asked, you send the money, and then this
Exactly.
conversation comes, and this corruption conversation again everyone forgets, and then everyone goes through with something
Yep.
else, and again it's the same thing. Just wanted to get your recommendations, thoughts on this one, on the money laundering and the having those uh, how shall I say, the guidelines or the buffers to making sure on the prevention front again, but on the money laundering side.
Yeah, I mean, completely agree with you, right? It's so vital. And we do have anti money laundering measures in place. We've actually done a research quite recently on them. So the important thing is, and speaking to that cycle that you brought up, right, which is again why these measures are so important, right? And everyone, like, why now is because we've come to this breakdown point, right? Now we're implementing these reforms, we're trying to get the economy back running. Now, do we want to do it superficially or do we want to do it sustainably, right? Are we doing it in the same system that we have been doing it all these years and where leakages occur and then we're back right back where we started? Or do we want this framework of prevention, of if it's anti-money laundering, to all the measures that we spoke about in our discussion? It's about having these in place while those other reforms take place as well, while economic reforms take place as well, so there are no leakages, right? So, and anti-money laundering measures are 100% a part of that. Yeah.